Get ready, Narnia fans. 3 lucky Narnia insiders, Mark, Ben, and Alyssa, were selected to get a behind-the-scenes look at some of the props and costumes from the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and from the next movie in the series, Prince Caspian. And we have the exclusive footage. In our last segment, Howard Berger of KNB EFX Workshop talked about creature makeups and molding. Let's continue with the KNB tour.
And then over here is this is the fabrication department. And as you can see, this is some of the stuff from Narnia that we've got sitting out. These are some of the mechanical heads that we did for the film. Like these are our satyrs, and we got to redesign the satyrs, but this is actually what the satyr looks like before it gets finished. So this is a skin. It's a foam rubber skin. What the process is all this hair, all this long hair is all punched in one hair at a time.
Oh, wow.
So it takes forever. And then all this fur, it's a process called flocking. We have this gun, and it works with static electricity.
Right.
So anyhow, there's glue put onto the skin, and this is actually all real goat fur. So we got pelts, and we shaved all the pelts down.
Right.
And so this fur is put into this gun, this flocking gun, and turn it on, it's battery operated, and shake it, and the hair just attaches, and it stands up on end. And then you can take a brush or an airbrush and lay the hair down directionally so that you have all this, because otherwise all the hairs, when you're done flocking it looks like a big ball of fluff, So, but then you can get it all down and smooth it all down, and then there's paintwork that goes on, and the skin is then put onto a mechanical understructures. And this guy here, there's a werewolf in the movie. So at the stone table. So this is our mechanical werewolf head, and we actually see this cloaked figure, and it reveals itself to be a werewolf. So this is a full mechanical werewolf guy. And then this is one of our hero minotaurs. It's just doing those toggles.
Make him sing.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so you've got blinks. Let's see, you've got, that's your blinks.
That's awesome.
You make them blink at intervals. Here.
It's better than a video game.
It is. It can be. You can sit there, and the thing is, we'd sit on set, and half the time we like the stuff that we would be playing with it. It'd be, in between takes, and it's like, hey, because we'd always keep it alive. And I wanted to always make sure, especially if the kids were around, especially Georgie, that if we had a mechanical creature, it never would after we were done shooting, just shut down. We just keep it going. So Georgie, how you doing? And do all this crazy stuff.
We'll show you more of the tour in the next segment. But now, let's listen in as Howard shares what it was like to work on some of the biggest films ever made.
What was difficult about Prince Caspian that maybe wasn't so difficult about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
Well, it's interesting. When we were doing Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, I was at the end of the show exhausted and going, there's nothing could ever be this difficult, But I was wrong, because Prince Caspian was like 10 times more difficult to make. It was tough because it was a shorter pre-production period, and that's the time where we make everything. On the first film, we had 6 months. This one, we had about 4. It was very fast. And also on the first film, we just, shot in New Zealand, so we really didn't have to, have a lot of moves everywhere. On this film, we shot a couple months in New Zealand, and then we shipped everything across the world to the Czech Republic, where we were stationed in Prague and went all over the place. And that was really, really difficult. The conditions were a lot more arduous, a lot really bad weather a lot of the time, and we'd be shooting a scene out on the battlefield, and all of a sudden it would just start pouring like heavy, heavy rain, and we have all these guys in suits and get their raincoats on and get them underneath the tents, and it was just very exhausting. It was nonstop, and it was just so big. The movie was so big that there would be additional units going. So you'd have first unit, which Andrew would do, and then you'd have second unit and aerial unit and all this crazy stuff. So you really have to spread everybody out, and it was just really tough. It was a lot of juggling and a lot of coordinating and a lot of makeups. That's the other thing too. On the first one, we had a tremendous amount of suits. This time we had way more makeup. So we'd have 6 to 8 hours to make everybody up every single day. So there'd be times where we would start our day at 2 a.m. in the morning, and we would wrap it, get out of there maybe at 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock at night, and then do it all over again. And this would go on for weeks and weeks, and with one day off. And
Sounds like high school.
yeah, it's a little harder than high school, trust me.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I wish I was in
I
high school
understand.
sometimes. As I was on the battlefield, I went, I sure wish I was in high school.
That's all for now. In the next segment, more of the tour and more from Howard about his return to Narnia. See you later.